explore the giant cave and all of its labyrinth of tunnels and passageways. And so now we're going to begin with their look for the black spider. Let's see if they make it there today. Okay, so as we left off last time, we just dealt with these skeletons that came out of seemingly nowhere. I mean, there was piles of bones on the floor, but especially after having come across several other dead already, and they've had no reaction. It was a bit of a surprise to you that this set, for whatever reason, seemed to be either enchanted or otherwise magically induced into a state of an afterlife. Undeath. So, now that we are back to starting up again, we have a lot of options before us. Many directions we can go as we delve deeper into the cave.
I wouldn't mind having a short rest, actually, to use some hit dice. How's the door looking like for, like,
barricaded? Whoa.
pretty sure that was an ambience.
No, that was not ambience. So the doors are made of stone, and so they part of the workings originally. Even though they're centuries old, even the iron hinges and things are not the best condition, but still serviceable. They still open and move, which is pretty telling for the work of for dwarven work. That it's still usable after this much time. It doesn't lock. There is no lock on this door.
But there's
Anything
a beer
around,
in front of it.
And
anything
it
around
does
that could
open,
be used as a...
It does open outward.
Oh.
If we remember Merritt bumping the door as it was swung out open up against the wall behind while she was outside of the room.
Oh.
Now that you mention that, yeah.
Nuggets.
The one across the way is the same?
There's skeletons in
yeah.
that room.
I still wouldn't mind. This is a fairly defensible position. I wouldn't mind taking a short rest for this. Kind of catch my breath, if you will.
Okay. Let's just try to get a positive affirmation of the time frame anyway. We left out from town. In the morning, after... Yeah, we left out in the morning, and it took us the better part of all the way past midday. We had lunch, and there was this stuff with the plateau, and we found the cave entrance, so it's actually probably getting close to evening time, in general.
So this used to be like a bunk room, right? Did you say those were all made of stone?
Yeah, I can grab your description again if you take a look at it. It was essentially like a guard room of some sort. Had the racks of weapons and several bunks strewn about.
Because if we wanted to set up this room for maybe a longer rest, if it's almost would be nighttime anyway. First, I'd feel more comfortable clearing the bones out of this area. If we could just move them like into the other room or something. And then I thought like we could take some of the some of the bunks and benches and things like that and actually make a barricade at the door.
Those, I'm sure, are very heavy because they're made out of stone.
Yeah, I mean, moving the bones would just take a little bit of time to collect them all, just like collecting little bits of firewood, really. I mean, it wouldn't take all too long to move those out of the room, but moving those stone bunks, I don't think that's going to be within the realm of your possible exerted efforts.
Right. The benches are stone too. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and I imagine the benches themselves are probably built into, like they're carved out of a part of the wall, or not just being like a stone bench that's just set down somewhere.
Right, that makes sense. Well, I'm gonna start pushing the bones out towards the hallway. At least.
Baron's not resting, so I'll be pulling guard duty.
Not resting at all?
It's nighttime.
Oh yeah, it is nighttime. Yeah.
If we're gonna be going for a full rest, then I'm gonna want to do my big heal. That's kind of what it sounds like now.
I mean, that's entirely up to you folks.
Doesn't really matter to me. I mean, you're gonna be concerned about us being stuck in a corner and shit coming in at us, but besides that.
We've got a bottleneck point in here if anything does come at us.
Owlbear in doorway. Bad bottleneck. I mean, as safe as we're gonna get. I have no problem moving the bones and throwing them out in the hallway.
Yeah, I'd move those out, close the door, and then set up watches. I think.
Sounds fine.
Okay.
Okay. It probably only take you 20 minutes or so to clear out all the bones, especially if you work together. I mean, you know,
Most of us.
say, yeah. Most of you work together.
I'm gonna do my heal as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Oops.
Yeah.
Drag it, not click it.
Just kept a fresh one.
Oh shit.
The person that doesn't need the 18. This overhealed me. 12.
Alright, that's fine enough, I suppose. Alright, yeah, let's go for a sleep then. Where's my party tracker?
I guess I'll take last watch.
Generally you take middle watch, because you don't have spells.
Do you have spells?
I don't know, do I?
I don't know. But even if you did... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Never mind.
I'll
then.
take middle
Yeah,
watch.
Never mind. Never
Or
mind.
middle, I'm definitely sleeping in the middle.
Yeah, I'll take middle watch, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure the watch we have set up already is how we're doing things anyways.
Yep. Apparently, the terrorist there's found a way to set up his bed. of
And when I
some
do my
sorts.
watch, I want to do it stealth, I think, too.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that. And might as well roll your perception checks for each of your. For each of your watches, okay?
I am literally where I'm at for my watch. Waiting around the corner.
Yeah, it'd be kind of like near the door, looking for any shadows coming on the walls from those braziers we lit earlier.
Yeah, for sure.
Or even if any light changing.
You make it through the evening
Yay!
without hearing or seeing anything out of the ordinary. At this point, you've been in this cave for, 12 hours or more, and the wave sound is being rhythmic. It's kind of like the premise of Chinese water torture to a degree. It's just there, you hear the waves, and it's beautiful, and it sounds great, and then it just never stops. Never stops. And it even makes it difficult to sleep, because the sound kind of reverberates across walls and hallways, even enclosed in the door you're in. It is a little annoying, so it does prevent the best sleep you've ever had, but you manage to make it to sleep on your rotations, and the night passes.
Alright, let's go start doing our exploration thing again. I'm gonna
Okay.
open up the door.
Okay, so one thing to note is that it has been a long time since your light spell has worn off.
Yep.
And so there's only one person that can see anything.
Oh yeah.
Immediately in the room. When you open the door, you can see a little bit of light from those wall sconces that are still lit from when y'all were there several hours ago now. Those things are still lit in that main room.
Okay, I'm gonna give myself light again. It's a very friendly spell for me. On my staff again.
Baron would like to know if you can do that to his stuff too.
What? Can you put more than one light on at a time?
Spell ends if you cast it again or dismiss it as an action. So I can only have one light. Only light for me.
No, Baron's jealous.
Yeah, well,
I'm
find Jesus and then you can have a light.
I'm sneaking up ahead to see if there's anything that entered that room where the braziers were.
So you were doing what again?
I'm going sneaky, and I'm going ahead a little bit just to make sure nothing came back into that cave, or the where we fought the Sturges before.
Okay, as you creep stealthily up against the wall, trying to still remain in the shadows, you know that if you were to step into the room, that all the 8 or so lights that are in there, 2, 4, 6, however many, 7, 8. Yeah, we had 8. do provide bright light throughout the entirety of the room, so stepping into the room would make it exceedingly difficult to be hidden. But along the edge, there's still quite a bit of shadows in the hallway. You kind of creep your head around, looking into the room beyond, and you still see the pile of corpses, just the bones and dust for the most part, rags, scraps of armor and things. And you still see the corpses of the soldiers laying strewn about the room, but nothing else, nothing seems disturbed.
I'll wave the other guys forward then.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on myself too. That's just gonna be something that I do every.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like being unprepared with those sturges before.
Straight with Terry's behind you, that's fine.
Yeah, I say yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so as you guys make your way forward, in general, what kind of direction will you want to be heading? That way I can kind of give you some heads up as you creep your way forward.
I'd like to look down the hallway here to the right.
Me too. Bjorn's interested in it.
As you kind of start to progress just into the tunnel, into this like little bit of more natural cave, you know, it's already very humid and there's a lot. It's very just damp air. It's just like being in an underground cavern, where there's a lot of natural springs and stuff in general. So there's just even the walls and the natural parts seem to have a little bit of sweat on them, where there's just so much water in the air. As you kind of move this down the natural corridor off to the east, and you start seeing, a little as your vision begins to open up, this musty smell. Definitely like not rot of like humans or, you know, of living things, but you start, you know, you get very like earthy, rotting, like bog kind of smell. That smell of like mushrooms and the very musty, like if you're underneath a crawl space under a house that was very damp, kind of that really wet dirt smell. Are you going to try to continue moving down that corridor, or?
I would probably take a little peek ahead. Again, keeping an eye out for like tripwires and things like that. Because I can see farther than everybody else, so.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation. So looking around, because of the natural aspect to the caves, it might actually be a little easier to rig up something like that than in that cut, smooth stone of the more crafted stuff. You know, as
Right.
you're keeping a keen eye out, you don't see anything that seems to be laid down. It still seems to be the smooth floors, yet just the not so smooth, naturally kind of carved out walls. Also as a point of note, the actual tunnel, as you move out of the large room, the tunnel does begin to shrink very heavily, just like it did on the other side, down to the 6-foot height. About right where Merritt's icon is, right where it gets about 6 foot flat.
Alright, I'm gonna start crouching and making gruff noises about how comfortable that sort of position puts me in. Not quite as loud as Lotarius would, but still annoying.
How long is your quarterstaff?
It's basically exactly as tall as I am.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. This is about the same. You're gonna have to take some. If you get any more cramped vertically, you're gonna have to take extra precaution about swinging your staff around.
Yeah, it's gonna be more of a joust instead of yeah, no vertical swings.
You want my flail for this? It's really good at stabbing.
Oh, I have the rolling pin of scimitarness or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, the bladed rolling pin. As a rolling
I
pin,
forgot about that.
it's no, there's no blades. It's just slashing. It is literally stated exactly like a scimitar, but looks like a rolling pin. Yes.
A circular style blade of some type of whatever's.
I'm gonna kind of hang out here until she reports back with whatever's in this room.
Okay.
This looks like it curves up, right?
What curves up? The wall?
The hallway
Uh,
curves north.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I can give you a little more vision here.
No. Just walk into the dark. Figure it out.
Hey, dark's not so dark for me. It's okay.
Yeah, you can definitely see as it's starting to kind of curve around, and it only does like a little
Sort of
slide
an
over
S-bend.
and then up. It's not like it's curving up and continuing up kind of thing. You can kind of see across where that's leading. More east has just got a little dog left here before it gets back on back on the path.
So I'm kind of sticking close to the corners so I can peek around them.
Mm-hmm.
I can see her doing like a dash and roll from wall to wall.
Yep.
Hoo ha, hoo ha.
As you move further down the tunnels, that musty smell is definitely becoming pretty intense. That earthy, mushroomy smell as you move this way, but you've found no notice of motion or anything else along your way.
If she comes running back, we keep running in front of her, boys.
Also,
Oh, thanks.
so as you kind of start making around that final like little curve and kind of start coming into, you see that this cavern starts to open up again. Not so much vertically, but just open up across the span side to side.
Okay.
And that smell that you were smelling, as you kind of come around, you start to see fainted glowing mushrooms in kind of clouds of dirt and stuff growing off of the walls and off the floors and around the stalagmites and even up on the ceiling stalactites. It's still only this cavern, although much more expanded on either side, is still, only a couple inches taller, maybe than the little hallway, tall enough that Elnath could stand all the way up without, bumping his head, but just barely. And then these mushrooms have a soft glow to them. It's very bioluminescent, very faint, kind of glow. Got a little green, like a green blue, green, real light green kind of glow.
So I'm wondering, my first instinct is to go back to Elnath and see if he knows anything about these mushrooms, but it occurred to me that gnomes also live underground.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't think it would be in something quite so wild as this. So I wasn't sure if maybe I would know anything about those funny mushrooms.
Okay, rolling in nature check. Yeah, nature check seems perfectly reasonable. And
Not a lot.
Yeah, not these mushrooms. I mean, you've obviously seen mushrooms. You've been cooked with them. There have been some that are used for recreational purposes. some that are used for poisons that you're probably more aware of certain mushrooms that are poisonous. These don't trigger, I mean, they look like mushrooms, but not any particular variety that you're used to, so you couldn't really conclude their nature beyond that they are in fact mushrooms.
Okay, I'll go ask Elnath, because now I'm curious. And I tell him what I saw in the cave.
Okay, I'm not exactly a mushroom expert. I'm more of a, I mean, especially in caves. If it was out on the forest, you know, I'd be like, oh, those mushrooms are such and such because they grow on a yew tree or a ash tree or something like that. But I can definitely tell if they are poisonous or not.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That would be good to know.
Alright, well, I guess that's gonna prod me in further.
It gets a little bit easier to move. The other guys come with us too?
The terrorist stays near the meat shield at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I have
Need
a
something
ritual
else
for
for them
this.
to target.
If y'all want to watch me dance and sing.
Oh yeah. Dancing and singing.
Show us Broadway.
Okay, I'm gonna cast that as a ritual, which I do have memorized.
Okay, so 10 minutes.
10 minutes and a yew leaf. Detect poison and disease, yada yada. Dancing, singing, move my arms about. Tell you what you want, whatever you really want. Okay.
Okay, I was looking at some stuff because the ritual part makes it take a little bit longer, and it also requires verbal and somatic components. So
Yep,
across
that's
10
the
minutes.
dancing and singing.
Yeah, so I want to. Yeah, I mean that's totally fine. I was just seeing from my end if there was anything nearby that might take note of that.
Well, any singing I would have done was done in mezzo piano.
I have my crossbow out watching for movement.
My sword and shield are always ready.
Are your current positions relative to where this is going to take place?
I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I just hope there isn't any like living mushrooms that are gonna pop out and hurt us.
Yeah. That'd be trippy.
What are those things called? Like mycids or something?
Myconids or something?
Yeah, myconids. Something like that. Yeah.
Meganites?
Is that a thing?
What?
No, not myconics.
Well, I
But
could go
that's
for some of those.
Meganites. Oh, hold on. Pause. Guess who you guys missed earlier? Chad was on for a little while. Yep.
Oh
just
man.
saying. Yep, he's trying to talk to people.
It's okay.
He wanted to talk to you. He's like, I hadn't talked to Brendan for a while. And he's dating a 30-year-old nurse right now. Yeah, younger woman.
Yeah, younger
Good
than
for
I
him.
am, younger woman. That's
We golf clapped for him. Just saying.
he's an interesting individual. But anyway, that aside.
Yep.
So, 10 minutes go by while Elnath prepares his ritual with his singing and dancing. Very. Would you say it's tribal? Would you say your rituals are even tribal?
This one, no.
This one is not?
No, this one's more like K-pop.
Oh. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to have to roll another dice to see if other people come. Okay, I lied. But, yeah, so after that goes by, you detect poison and disease, allows you to see within 30 feet of you. Alright, so what you do see is the majority of the fungi are in fact harmless, the majority. There are several different varieties of poisonous mushroom, particularly located around the center of the cave. And you can see that most of that poison is not the mushroom itself, but in the actual
Like that one?
like it's not a gland, but whatever whatever storage capacity a mushroom would have for
Like the spores?
like a spore, yeah. Well, the spores would be a little different. So those are more noticeable, and you might have been able to recognize those. These are it's more, instead of being a spore, it's more of an actual gland underneath the gills of the mushroom themselves, where they're like small little sacs that hold gas. And if disturbed, will release that gas. And those you can see all the little, it's almost like ripe little fruit that you can't see through because of the actual mushroom's structure itself, but that detect poison disease, you can kind of see through the barriers a little bit. That just kind of pings off, being lit up through it, and you can see all these little almost like a little bit of X-ray vision kind of effect as you're looking through that and see all the little pouches that hold poisonous gas.
Okay, I'm gonna say if that I just drew the circle. I'm guessing these things are the poisonous mushrooms.
Yeah, those clustered. I mean, not all the ones in the center of this type, but the 90+% of the ones that match this description are all clustered around the middle here.
Alright, I'm gonna say... Well, you said this place is a little bit more musty. Is there any tracks I can see from around here?
There is not, no.
Alright, I'm gonna advise the group that I don't think anyone's been through here. If there's that much poison gas built up on those things, then I don't think anything's disturbed this, so I don't think we need to either.
Well,
I'd advise going the other way.
I kind of wanted a glowy mushroom, but I don't want to deal with poison mushrooms, so I'm okay with going back.
Yeah, I'd advise going the other way.
If that's your intent, you can definitely find one with Elnath pointing out. The couple of spotty ones that are on either side, that you could go along one edge of the wall up to near the stalagmites in the north there, where you could find a small green glowing bioluminescent mushroom that is not poisonous.
Would you help me find one?
All right.
I want to see.
Yeah.
Okay, avoid those ones. Avoid those ones. Don't get anywhere near them. Do not disturb them.
And those are the only 3 little clusters of them. All the ones up along the edge, right where you're standing, are just the bioluminescent ones. You could probably pick 10, 15 right there without even really getting anywhere close to disturbing those in the back.
That sounds good. I'll take that 10 or 15 and then book it the other way.
Exactly 11.
Woohoo!
Store them in a little sack or pouch. Put them in your backpack.
Alright, let's go back the other way. Alright, well, I'm now keenly aware of this door that's north of us.
Keenly, you say?
Yeah, I didn't really pay much attention before.
Okay.
But there's...
Are you going to engage it in a staring contest? 'Cause
Yes.
Depends on how
I
keen
would
you
check.
are. And you can
Actually,
be
first-
really aware.
That is really a door.
And what are we doing, Mary?
I'm gonna peek around the corner just to see what's on either side of this hallway.
Good idea.
I'm kind of just traversing normally, because I figure if I can't hear shit with the waves, then neither can most things. I'm probably even trying to walk with the rhythm of the waves,
Oh,
just to give myself something to do with this stupid noise.
I think it's relaxing.
I thought it was relaxing 10 hours ago.
Okay, if I don't see anything here, then I'm gonna go check out the door. Usual, looking for traps and locks.
The door does not appear to be locked or even have a locking mechanism. It does not appear to be trapped.
I'm gonna wave Tripper over.
Grip, 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 grip. Grip. Trevor thinks we should look down the other hallways first.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. Multiple hallways scream ambush.
I'm just gonna peek around this corner.
One eye.
There is more hallway.
Or hallway, you say? I'm gonna do a perception roll and see if I listen to anything on the other side.
You do not hear anything through the door.
Oh, okay. Solid stone door. Locked sound. Got it.
Peek around the next corner.
Let's see, 1 block by 1 foot of stone. How thick is this door, Dread?
It's relatively thick. I mean, the door, let's see, like a block is 5. I mean, it is... The door is not as thick as the little button indicates. Obviously, it's there for visual effect. But it is at least a foot thick of solid stone.
Okay. Then my spell is useless. Okay.
Alright,
Looks like-
well.
Looks like more hallway down that way too, but there might be one that goes sort of on the other side of this room.
Alright. Alright.
So there might be a back
Well-
door.
Does the door open towards us or away from us?
It opens away, towards you. Sorry, towards you.
Okay.
Like most fire code, interior doors usually have open outward.
Bastards.
Doors are crafty in that way and do follow fire marshal's guidelines for fire code when building
My door opens
building
towards
doorways
me.
in their subterranean caverns.
Good water noises. You got it. Alright, well, I'm going to take the dodge action and I'm going to open this door. Yeah, stand out of the way, Mary.
Yep, I'm hiding around the corner.
We'll put the terrace over here too.
Ooh, room with actual details in it. Yay!
Holy shit, yeah, right? Old
Oh, I
bones.
guess besides mushrooms. Ooh, okay.
As you open the door and step in, you see the three gray figures hunched, pawing at the scraps and gnawing on bones. Roll initiative.
Ghouls, screw off.
I don't know anything about ghouls.
I know things about ghouls.
I know I can't hit them apparently.
Yeah, you do know things about ghouls.
Yeah, me and a character, but yeah. But
At
my
least they're not
character would know.
ghasts. At least they're not ghasts.
This is true. I'm guessing they're all lighting up like the 4th of July with my spell.
Hello.
Yeah, how long does that last? I didn't actually...
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Oh, disease?
Yeah. I don't think it's poison, it's probably the disease.
Because is it still going to be here after the mushroom picking? That's only going to be a few minutes. Traversing around, looking down either hallway. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's probably got a little bit of time left on it, but not long at all.
Alright, I'm gonna yell out, do not let them touch you.
Oh yeah. Roll initiative and stuff for Rotary. Whoa!
Nice.
In an unlutarius-like fashion.
He's actually ready to go.
Ahead of the curve in his preparation and reaction. Let me double check because I actually want to look at that. On my little bit of information does not conditions immune to poison. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not disease, it's actually poison. And you can see that in its claws. As they grasp the bones and they're gnawing on them, the claws are definitely dripping, coated with some sort of poison.
Luckily, I'm in front of the damn door.
With your dodge action on.
Great positioning, Bjorn. Great positioning. Put yourself in the way of danger. Good idea. Dumbass.
It's about time you do your job.
What? You have a shield and armor, too.
Yeah, and I'm also the healer.
You have one magical ability I see glow off every once in a while, and then you feel better. I don't get that. Grizz like, what the fuck is up with that guy?
With all the healing you've done with your armor, it's probably pretty close.
I don't heal, alright?
Yeah, well.
I deflect with my brazen, brawny man chest.
The furthermost ghoul is the first to react as the door opens and the light from the staff comes through, billowing through. It is dark in the room other than the light coming from Elnath's staff. And just at the side, of just some instance of difference in the environment, what you now know to be a ghoul rears its head as it starts lurching forward, crossing towards this side of the room before stopping. It is Merritt's turn.
I should be able to get a clear shot at him if I move about there, right?
It's gonna be somewhat difficult. Maybe still some partial cover, if nothing else, because of the way Baron has to open the door. So he just kind of opens the door, but he hasn't he didn't throw the door open, slammed all the way. Like, he's just barely opened the door, so the door itself is still somewhat blocking you. Plus
Right,
Baron's
okay.
physical body. So maybe some slight cover, like a -2, something like that. But yeah, that'd be without really posturing yourself up in front of Baron. There's probably not much way around that.
Right, okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, that's alright.
I'm sorry. No, he's not. He's Baron. He doesn't give a shit. Ah ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You were attempting to be hidden still? You rolled stealth earlier, but
I ducked around the corner before Baron opened the door.
go ahead and roll your stealth roll again, because you had one from when you were around the hallway. Yeah, so you'll be considered hidden for this attack.
Oh shit.
Which technically gives you advantage, so go ahead and try it again, because if you roll a critical, that's still possible, right?
Oh, Bob just pointed out to me I don't think I increased my critical, or my sneak attack dice. Was I supposed to do that? I'm level 3 now, right?
At level 3, yes. You should have 2d6.
Yeah.
2d6
Mm.
at level 3.
Okay. I don't think I did that. Sorry.
I need to be playing dice with you. I have better odds of winning.
Yeah, no critical.
No critical, but there's always a chance.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll see if that 2d6 works.
Okay.
Ah,
Sure did.
rolled both ones. That's okay.
Yep. So your arrow managed to find the crevice between Baron's head and right at the edge of the door. Hits the ghoul right in the shoulder. Kind of it was really unexpecting it, so it kind of wasn't bracing against it or anything. So where it hits it, it almost kind of spins it halfway around, just from the force of the impact.
And I'm gonna duck back behind the corner because I don't like the look of that thing. That wasn't me.
Was that gonna? Okay. Oh.
Where'd Merrick go, you guys?
Yeah. You disappear in such a way that Lotarius is just watching you dance around, and then go back in the shadows. And you see Lotarius is sitting there, just kind of blinking at you, like his eyes are just not working in this dark. Even though maybe it was the bright shining light from Elnath. The light's in his eyes. That's what it is. The light's in his eyes.
I wink at him.
Lotarius is going to kind of just lean over to the side, looking past Elnath, trying to see behind Baron, like kind of what's going on there. Just barely see this gray figure with the claws halfway spun around. And he's just gonna kind of, just with a, kind of like a little finger gun, just point and fire a small but very precise bolt, trying to hit it with his Eldritch Blast.
Patoo!
And he does have the Spell Sniper thing, so he doesn't take the cover penalties. Just have to find his stuff. There we go.
Good answer. Oh damn, these things have some hit points.
You can see that, as he's just kind of squinting, like, like he's trying to aim down the barrel of his finger, as he kind of pulls the trigger and fires this very precise beam that just hits right at the other shoulder. So Merrick kind of spun it around by hitting it in one shoulder, and then this little Eldritch Blast hits it right in the other shoulder. But the force and impact of this just not only just dislocates, but actually severs the arm as it just kind of plops off and then lands on the ground beside him. This ghoul is critically wounded. Baron's turn.
Oh, is it? Let's see, I have my sword drawn, but let's see what goes on here. Why isn't the guy I think is dying closer to me? Well, seems they haven't shot anything at us yet. I don't see weapons in their hand. Baron's gonna take.
They have long claws.
Yeah, but not
and
like
big,
weapon
gnarling
claws.
teeth. Yeah, I mean,
but
the claws themselves
have,
would be natural weapons, but they're not. They're not
they have
carrying
to get
like
in range
swords or anything like that. Yeah, they don't have bows or anything like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a ready to action with my sword.
Okay.
Just wait for him to get close. I'll fucking pummel him. Wait. Oh. Baron want to talk to Elnath and strategize real quick. Like, hey, I'm gonna step back, you step to the side, and if they walk through, clobber him.
I'm gonna try and hit him with light.
Fine. Bad strategy. Baron's trying to strategize here. But Baron's got my
I'm
ready
telling
to,
you my strategy.
Yeah. Face. Baron's gonna.
I'm gonna
Take
blow
it.
their face off. That's my strategy.
If I'm gonna take a ready action with my sword, I don't know if I put a status thing on there to tell you. That's what I did.
Okay.
My sword's raised and it's ready to come down on something's face.
Yep. So yeah, you kind of lift it over your head in a striking position. I mean, not like a ridiculous overhead cleave, but just kind of
I'll do like
with
a
the blades.
Spartan sword thing.
Yeah, with
Shield
the
and
blades
sword up ready.
just kind of postured over your shields up, and you're ready, so that if anything comes within range, you can take a swipe at it.
Yeah.
Alright,
A goal 3 failed. It's safe.
ooh, so I'm gonna cast, kind of do a little prayer, and then I'm gonna hurt, not with my, normally I'm baseball themed, so instead of swinging my bat, I'm gonna throw a ball of light right at that ghoul.
And wow.
Sacred flame. So
More like sacred singe.
That's all you needed.
Done!
yes.
Alright, and I'm gonna go up here.
Yeah. So as you you let loose this fireball-esque channeled power of radiant energy. It crashes into its chest, and you can kind of see it penetrate into its chest, and then you can kind of see out of its mouth that's all open with its teeth baring, and you can kind of see little bits of that poison on its claws, and it's got some lots of drool and things coming off of the tips of its fangs from its in its actual mouth, and then you can see the light come up out of its chest through its throat. You can actually see light emanating out of its mouth as it starts to scream in a very shrill manner as it falls, crumples to the ground. Dead again. Dead-ish.
For realsies?
Re-dead.
Rededimated?
Oh yeah, that button I have to push.
Okay, so I don't think I have a good line of sight on anything from here, right?
Oh no, yeah. Between their current position, they're in almost total cover from you.
Yeah. Okay. Is it possible I can just keep my hidden status and just ready in action, and then that would be my turn?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
if that
gonna do
motherfucker
that.
walks out to hit me,
Yeah, exactly. As soon as one walks out the door, I'm gonna shoot at him.
put a cap in his ass.
Yep. So as as it would posture itself into the doorway, like if it were to try to attack Baron, you'd still have a small cover penalty, probably still the -2. But yeah, you could totally ready that action. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's still better than total cover.
Yep. Yeah, I mean total cover is a guaranteed miss. So. This is D&D. We have logic. This is not wanted.
Oh man, I wanted to curve my arrows around the corner.
Just need some red roll.
Ricochet it off the big stone door and get him in the face, right? You do that, right?
Lotarius is
Lotarius is
going to
angling.
kind of just trying to get the same idea here. He's just looking for any little bits. He's kind of bobbing this way a little bit, bobbing that way a little bit. He saw them kind of come down and go into their respective positions, but they're hidden behind the wall, and so now he just kind of sits there, like doing a very gallant, like one arm extended out in front of him, palm up, and ready to like flirt, like his other arm, like in the on guard position, like sticking up behind him, as he's kind of face sideways, and then ready to essentially Iron Man blast the next enemy that comes through into vision.
Come on, ghoulies, what you doing? Big old Bjorn's ready.
I can't remember if ghouls are intelligent or not.
Really
Guess
nice.
we'll find
Stepped
out.
in front of me.
The ghasts were. I can't remember if ghouls were.
They're not mindless,
Okay.
but they're not particularly bright. So the first thing that happens as the ghoul kind of postures itself just kind of in the way of the doorway, the two ranged readied actions will go off first, as then it's going to make the next half step forward where the two melee readied, well, one melee readied action, one reaction would take into effect. So Merritt, if you want to go ahead, you readied yours first of the ranged, as it steps just barely around the corner.
With advantage because I'm hidden.
That's correct. You are very hidden.
As far as I'm concerned, you left. You ran away. Holy shit, there's arrows coming over my head.
They're curving around your head, see?
Bounces off
Alright,
my
she's
shield,
small. It's more
alright?
like coming out from under my armpit.
Yeah. Where it's coming from, you really, really don't want to think about that too hard, really. It's probably not the armpit, in all reality.
Whoa, that's too close to Lefty.
Alright, yes, sneak attack is in effect because of the hidden.
Yeah.
You fire your crossbow bolt just as it barely comes into range, and it lands right into its thigh. I mean, this is a very Ace Ventura crossbow bolt into the front of the leg. And it's like, ah!
Ah!
Ah! Ah! As it lands right into it, and it immediately, kind of hisses and kind of turns its body in a quick motion as it looks down and starts looking around as you can see as it's staring right at you, because now that you can see right where the bolt came from, and as it starts to make more motions forward, Eldritch energy rushes towards it. Trying to curve the Eldritch energy around Baron. Instead, he tries to go up and over, and the up just went too far up, and it kind of arcs over the ghoul and Baron's head, just barely scraping the top of the doorway before coming. Let's make it cool. It lands in the brazier in the middle of the room, lighting it on fire, igniting it, bringing bright light into the room. As it's like, this is very disoriented from the light and everything, it takes a step forward. You can see that its eyes are intent on Merritt, as it's trying to walk into Baron's face. Baron would then get, let's see, he was the okay, so I don't know. I don't really know what order this would happen in. So Baron, go ahead and take your readied action. And then Bob, it did move into your range, so you could take your reaction thereafter.
Nice.
Ooh, one away from your extended critical. As it's trying to kind of claw its way past, it's almost trying to do like the swim move, trying to get past the defensive line here, trying to claw at Merritt, and it is just it's nearly stopped in its tracks by a longsword swipe right across the chest.
He's so dumb.
Barely.
Followed up by a quarterstaff to the dome.
Bam.
Wait.
Bleeding
team.
out of the wound from its chest, and just takes a solid crack right across the side of the head, caving in part of the area around the temple, as it then crumples to the ground at Baron's feet. Re-dead. Surprised and disoriented by the light from the brazier behind it, the ghoul is going to try to lunge forward and make a desperate swipe at Baron.
What does Elnath get another?
Nope. Only get one of
no?
those per round.
Oh, really?
I can only react
He
once.
hit me? God nuggets.
Ooh.
What? 21?
Ooh.
Then
I said don't let it touch you.
Hold on. It only touched me a little bit.
Show me on the doll where it touched you.
Oh, you don't get to see that. Okay, yeah. So now I need you. I don't get to roll that. You have to roll that. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
See whether or not the poison penetrates your system. You can feel the scrape across your chest burn with an intense sensation. You can feel the poison start to take hold as you start to feel like some of your muscles lock up, and then you just kind of shrug it off, seemingly unaffected.
Yeah, Baron. Barely. I'm sure I wasn't too far off of fucking that up.
And it's your turn.
Hit him back.
Of course. Wah wah. Hit me.
So strong swipe with the long sword across its chest. Seems to stun it for just a brief moment.
Damn, these guys have a low AC. Holy shit.
Okay. Wasn't expecting to roll damage on this one. Okay.
I know, right? 12?
Just barely.
Oh.
Don't worry,
I
there's
thought you
still a chance. Oh, yes.
I thought your last
Nice.
14 was just barely.
As the remaining ghoul falls re-dead again at your feet.
Me and Courtney are like, how do you re-deadify things? Is it deader?
Yeah.
Unundeaded?
Yes.
But DM called it re-deaded. Precedent has been set.
It is a failing of the English language for not having classifications of being undead. Not dead and then brought back to life, but being undead and then killing something that's undead. I mean, you know, lo and behold.
Well, maybe it'd be dead again. I mean, technically it was reanimated, so now it's broken.
Re-dead. Re-dead's good.
Re-dead. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna step over these carcasses in front of the door here and go check out this room. If
I'm-
we're still not in...
Yeah, head of initiative.
Yes.
Cutscene.
Alright.
Alright. Alright,
I'm not gonna step over. I'm gonna carefully push these carcasses off to the side with my staff. Sort of like a broom, straw broom kind of thing.
Derp. I'm gonna look. What was the description for the room here? All the way back up again. Jeez. There we go. Well, at least we have light now. Oh, thanks. I guess I'm gonna look around the bunks here and see if I can find anything, like money and weapons and hidden valuables, those kind of things.
Alright, roll an investigation. You find very similar types of remains to those that were in the main entryway in the open cavern to the south of you. These orcs and dwarven corpses strewn about are almost entirely skeletal after centuries of decay. Even their armor, scraps, clothing have all but nearly entirely rotted off. If you look about throughout the bunks, the bunks themselves are stone, and anything that would have been used as bedding or the like has long since decayed or been removed.
Damn, these guys were paid horribly. No gems or nothing. I don't like these guys.
I think they were probably already looted.
Maybe.
That is very likely.
Maybe by whatever's been cleaning up all the dust and stuff.
Yeah, looted by the janitor. That bastard. Alright, now. Next course of action. My heart is. Bad pirate.
Those ghouls, they were just gnawing on like the dry bones.
Very much, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
They weren't
They
eating
wanted the
flesh,
marrow.
they were just literally gnawing on bones.
No. They like the crunch.
There's probably not much else for them to eat.
Yeah, I would know that ghouls can last a long time, so it's no telling how old these bodies are.
Mm-hmm.
Ghouls can last a long time without eating.
That, and they're really good for to prevent tooth decay.
Oh, yeah, dented bones.
Dental bones.
Well, if there's nothing in here, I say we go back out the door we came and go down a different hallway.
Butt kicking, for goodness.
Don't open that door.
Why not?
I think we should go down the other hallway.
Which
To the east?
Yes.
Which
I can be easily convinced otherwise.
the far? Where are you going? What are we doing?
Just the little easter, the hall that goes north, just to the east of us.
over this way.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm on board. Just a question, just because this really feels like an oversight if the answer to this is yes. But that map for Wave Echo Cave is just a map there, not a map of the cave, right?
Yes, that's correct. It's not a map of
Okay.
the cave. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Not an oversight then. Great. That would have been a handy piece of information to be using at this time.
I'm going.
Wait a
sneaky
minute,
peeky
I should
around
know
the
all
corner.
these things. No. No, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not watching the live stream right now. I don't want any of the map design given away.
I've
What's
got it
around
shrunk
that
down
corner?
to a pretty reasonable bit where it'd be.
Last time I hopped on, I thought it was like grayed out a little bit in your stream.
Yeah, that's my vision. That's because that's what my vision of it is. I can see through the mask, even though you cannot.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I don't show too much, and then I definitely don't have any encounters on the map. I don't put those on there until the last minute.
That's good.
Okay, so you come up and peek around the corner. You see a strange kind of naturally back-ended room that's still part of that same cave wall that you're used to. It's all natural, so they dug out smooth for a good part of it, and then you see a doorway to the north.
Huh.
Even from here, you can see that the door has a large lock on it that is not currently latched. It's not currently hooked in.
There's a lock, but it's open.
Yeah.
For all intensive sakes, can we say that the Terrius is holding a torch like usual?
I've got my light going.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he
Doesn't
can
go through walls.
He can, if you ask him, he'll hold the torch. He sees that there is interest to himself to do so.
All right.
It
Now we have another light.
also this weird rock-shaped wall. It's not as like natural cut from like eroded from by water so much as it looks like a collapse. Cause it looks like it was likely to be. They tried to cut it square, like a square room that you're standing in, but a lot of it collapsed from the side and above. It looks solid. You don't see like anything moving, and it still looks solid with the wall. So there must have been a bunch of earth from above that shifted down into its place. But that does appear to be what it looks like.
Huh. Well, who wants to try the door?
I'm for the door. Let's do the door.
Oh, open it again. Because I'm not the healer.
Go for it, Baron.
Alright.
I'm gonna get my crossbow out and aim it, just in case there's anything hostile on the other side.
Dodge action. Yeah, Terry's watching the hallway.
As you throw the door open, you do notice that this appears to be some kind of small, very cramped storeroom, or what used to be used as some kind of storeroom. You can see what the remains of some crates and barrels strewn about the room.
Oh, your favorite, Baron.
Yeah!
Great.
Breaking shit.
The remains of the crates, again, like most everything else that you've encountered, if it was wood or something that was non-stone, has decayed to a large point. Most of what the reason why they are kind of broken and scattered is not from that someone actually broke them or scattered, but they look to be broken upon themselves, losing their own structural integrity, just simply due to age.
Oh, bad news, man.
Can I see?
Look for a secret room.
A reasonable inspection does note that this is another stone door and is quite solid, and the locking mechanism could be placed on the inside or the outside, either one. There is a latch for either side.
Ooh. Okay. Is this a lock that we could make use of?
Like removable?
So it's currently unlatched. If it were to be locked, it could be unlocked. You don't have a key per se, but it is plausible that someone with a special set of skills might be able to open it.
Liam Neeson is the dinner party.
Yes, I know. How interesting the party would be then.
Well, we didn't need any of us. He just do it by himself.
Can I see if I can tell what was kept in these barrels? And crates?
So yeah, you take a look around and you can see most of the contents have degraded, but there are some things that seem to be reticent, something hinting at where the origins, what might have been in there, like particularly salt. Some of the barrels have quite a bit of salt that still exists, and those barrels in particular almost entirely have rotted away with maybe just a little bit of some of the wood left on top. But all of the sides, I mean, seem to have kind of rotted out from underneath it and collapsed upon itself. Very likely that this much salt would be specifically for provisions of some sort.
Right, so they put a lock on their fridge.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Thieves indoors very likely have to be, with the number of miners and such, there need to be some level of rationing that would take place. Imaginally, it's very likely to be done in such a way where you have like across like a very large community of people that are all taken care of from out of a central storerooms, central kitchen, that kind of thing, like a large mess hall somewhere likely. And so in that particular case, yeah, I mean the bosses are gonna keep kind of tight wraps on that to make sure that the supplies last long enough before the next shipment, because this is in the middle of nowhere, particularly when this existed even before the city, which of Phandelver itself, which sprung up after this had become a thing, right? So they had weeks of travel for people to bring supplies here. So yeah, it seems reasonable.
Right.
Weeks, you say? Alright, well, let's keep on moving on. Derp, derp.
Alright, so are we going to go ahead and move north? It appears.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I have missed. So as you come out and you start traveling north, you definitely start seeing a large cavernous area open up. There it is. As you're walking forward, there's a very steep ledge that runs along, but you can see at the end of the hallway how that is somewhat of a plateau up above and beyond. And what begins to be the expanse of some kind of very large, even larger than the earlier rooms that opened up into open caverns. Still, you get the same smooth stone across the bottom.
But it's taller here, or?
Not much. As far as up above the ceiling from where the ledge is. It's about as high as it is there, and it's a good 8-9 feet up to the top of the ledge. So the middle of the room being more than 15 feet high, up along the ledges, not much higher than this area that you're in right now.
Okay.
Yeah, the description says they're 10 feet high on the actual ledge is 10 feet high, and then 6 feet above that, so 16 feet across the middle. And as you kind of step in, you do see that the ceiling does kind of bow in towards the middle and then back up. So in the middle, it's still not quite 16 feet because the ceiling is not flat all the way across. Still
As long
plenty.
as it's not 6 feet.
Still plenty of maneuverability, though.
Is that thing that we can see right now a brazier?
It is, yes.
Get Lotarius to press to digitate some fire.
I'm gonna peek around the corner and see if I can see the other side.
Let me open this up a little bit for you.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. More corpses.
See that this is very likely, speaking of being right next to that giant storeroom, this is very likely to be the large mess hall area. Meetings, banquets.
Corpses.
Ah!
Significantly many corpses. There's a couple of corpses all throughout the other places. You know, less than a dozen or so in each location. This has several dozen scattered throughout amongst the remains of the
Great
stone
battle in
tables
this
and-
room.
And so as you peek around the corner, you can again look around. You can hear Lotarius give the small command word as he casts this prestidigitation, and the brazier lights, providing bright light for 30 feet, dim light for 30 feet thereafter.
Well, after having just watched some ghouls, not on the corpse, like no less than 5 minutes ago, I'm gonna be aware of ghouls or other undead. Please
Okay.
not ghasts.
Okay. Yes.
We don't really see anything moving in here, though, right? Like-
Not. You can see, you know, a good ways over because of your angle and the bright light of the horizontal at the very top of the escarpment there on the east. At the distance, you still can't. You can see that there's the edge of the escarpment and stairs to the west. But anything like in the far back side of the eastern escarpment or the western, you can't see, just due to both the angle as well as the distance in the west. Out in front of you, you see all, you know, bones of many corpses. But that seems to be it.
How high did you say the ledge was?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Lots high for me. I'm gonna sneak around the edge of it there.
Always have a willing Bjorn lift up.
Roll perception.
Just her, or
Yeah, she was the only one that entered the room at the time.
The purple dice have betrayed me.
Yep. Time to change
time
color.
to go
again.
to new color there, Rainbow.
I'm gonna go green.
Actually, if I'm here, can I see any more of what's on the other side of the room?
Aww. Turn that down a bit. Yep.
So as you enter the room, skirting along the eastern edge, you fail to hear as several ghouls from up above the western ledge all leap down and start running at you.
Oh crap.
Zombies! Get the Zeds!
Zombies.
Oh, balls.
And you are considered, you are surprised. Roll initiative. That was their surprise round.
Whew.
Better than a 4.
Oh yeah, Baron should not have this little dodge thing until you're dead, just FYI.
Oh yeah, should have went away.
Yeah, the duration on that, for some reason we can't get to make work right. That's alright, we'll just do it. It's fine. Add it and take it away if we have to.
Well, it's because it goes away at the end of the turn, but we haven't switched turns, so.
Yeah, just in case they make it to you.
Oh, yes, some fluffy cuffs. Ravenous, just as the assertions were made earlier, they have been living a long time with nothing to eat on, except for gnawing on bones, and they are deliriously hungry, and are quite aggressive. It's the first one, you know, just you could see, you know, bits of what would be saliva just coming off of large fanged teeth and claws dripping with a bit of green ooze, with devastating quickness, lunges across the room, swipes at you with a claw.
Oh, but I'm little.
You are ducked in this little corner up against the ledge. It rakes all the way down along the edge, digging deep into the rock behind you, coming to a close just inches in front of your face, before it finally pulls the claw out of the stone, and kind of snarls at you. It's Elnath's turn.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna run at the school, yelling and screaming, and then I'm gonna go into a defensive position. But I'm mostly just trying to get its attention.
Do the Murloc.
Me!
Eat me.
Hate me!
So we're going Men in Black with it. Okay.
Yes, Men in Black.
All right. And so you're taking a defensive position. So you're taking the defense action then, or are you actually just or did I mishear that?
User joined your channel.
He's got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I
There
got
it is. Okay. Yep.
In that thing. That was cool. He had 3 ghouls after you, buddy. Enjoy. You just told them all to eat you.
User left
Yeah,
your channel.
See. We shall see.
Hey, I suspect some of them don't see me or Letarius. He's like back here still, just hanging out.
I don't know. Latarius has got the torch going on.
Oh yeah, and it's behind me. Damn, that bastard's shadowing me. Ugh. Don't worry, I couldn't hide in the shadows if I wanted to. I'd be all sneaky and just scraping against the wall. I like probably only see like 3 of these guys. Oh shit! Rolled a 12.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna smoke him with my staff.
Yes, please.
Oh.
While I go ahead and posture up on
As ambiance.
duel number 3 and what he's doing here.
Oh, missed by 1.
Yep.
Nuggets.
User joined your channel.
You're averaging pretty good though, Bob.
Let's see.
This place is a fucking hellhole.
How goes the D&D?
You can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're streaming it.
I have to load it up. Oh.
Alright, since I'm all dodgy, my quarterstaff attack was all kind of limp and wasn't performing.
More defensive, less offensive.
Do they make Viagra for quarterstaffs?
They got potions for that. Yep. Merit, it is your turn.
Okay, I would like to disengage. And then, can I climb up this ledge?
You can. You have... Okay, so...
Climbing no longer costs me extra movement because I have fast hands.
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh,
So yeah,
do
you
you?
could definitely do that. And then we did rule that there was an extra little benefit of that to make the DCs easier for things that would for things that are not exceedingly difficult to climb. And this is not exceedingly difficult. So it does. There is still a DC roll for it though.
Which is athletics?
It is
Or...
athletics. Yes. Yes, and you make it quite easily. Scramble up the side of the cliff to the top.
Bye,
Okay. So that's my cunning action for the disengage, and then fast hands is just
That's just a passive thing. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't take an action to do that. Yep.
so I should still have an attack.
Yes, ma'am. You are not
they're in melee.
hidden.
No.
But
all
you-
these fucking things are near me.
Yeah, but there is that.
So I'm gonna take a shot at the one that took a swipe at me.
That was
you.
number 6.
Yes.
Go ahead.
In the eye.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
That's a 20.
With
Critical.
sneak attack. Because he's in melee range of Elnath.
Yes, ma'am. This is gonna be particularly nasty.
And she gets more sneak attack dice now, does she?
Oh,
Yep.
so many dice. So many dice.
So please, by all means, tell me how that happened.
I'm like up above him, so I'm kind of seeing this as like he gets an arrow straight through the top of the head.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I mean we're talking
Knocks him.
User left your channel.
spine splitting. Oh my goodness. Spine splitting.
Spline.
Spine is exactly the opposite of what happened. Yes, right through the top of the head as you scramble up to the top and fire straight down at it. The arrow pierces the top of its skull, and you can see it embed itself as it goes all the way down, and then you can kind of see just barely sticking out of the back of its neck as it goes into its vertebrae, splitting those open over a spot, and then you just hear like a kind of a sickening snap from the bone breaking. It doesn't even really, as it starts to scream, it just immediately cannot. as it collapses in the floor, dead, re-dead.
I swear at it in Gnomish, and none of you actually know what I say, but you can tell that I'm swearing at it.
Oh look, I get advantage because he's engaged with Elnath.
Right, that was our house rule for our flanking. So only the exactly perfectly opposed gets the advantage on the attack roll.
Rule number 3.
Please kill things.
So as it's focused on Elnath, you sweep with your longsword, swiping right across the back, digging in across some of the fleshy bits, and it kind of reels, wrenching its back, kind of arching it backwards at the hit, but it's still focusing on Elnath in front of it.
Oh yeah.
I said kill it. Don't give its back a shave.
Like a
Nasty.
walrus.
Took off some moles here. Alright, and then I'm gonna use my action surge to attack it again.
That's the battle cry, I know.
Yeah.
With
okay.
advantage. Yeah.
Still, yes. Yep.
Oh,
so now you're doing the Zorro-esque swipe across in the other direction, trying to make a B as best you can, carving into its back, trying to get it to.
Whoops.
He attacked
Here's
himself.
What did you attack yourself? That didn't actually
try that
happen.
again.
You clicked that wrong, but I'll let the roll count anyway. Still an 18, which still hits. So.
Okay. That's funny.
Teehee.
Nope. Did not mean to do that with the greatsword.
What are you doing? We already said let the roll count. Roll the damages.
Yeah, he rolled damage. Oh, yeah. Roll damage with your longsword.
Yeah, he rolled an attack with the greatsword instead of the damage. Oh, okay.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. So now you make the X, the crisscross pattern across its back.
Makes an X and says B for Bairn.
B for Bairn. Very much indeed. B for Bairn. It's just an X. I like it. This time, it does notice, now it's reeling quite a bit, and again, it arches its back. This time, you can see it just kind of snap its head around and snarl at you, and then just kind of snap its teeth together. Now, it's very aware that you are there and annoying it.
Annoying it. Just pissing it off a little bit,
Alright, so, let's see. Otarius, yeah, he'll just keep doing his thing.
Finger bang everything.
Yeah, pretty much. This time he's gonna, kind of do more like a wind up and try to like throw the Eldritch energy at the ghoul around Bairn. Everybody's just trying to curve things today. Magic can only do so much. Physics still rules all.
What? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
That was depressing.
You hit him, and
Yep. So, basically, it just barely skims around the side. It the Eldritch Force energy takes a chunk out of some of its forearm, but it just winds up really just being, instead of going through it, more just kind of scraping around the outside of it, and just kind of leaving a bit of a flesh wound on its arm there, as it kind of that Eldritch energy flies past Elnath. And dissipates as it hits the ground on the other side of the brazier.
Oh. But I'm not
He
here.
noticed you.
Nope. 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 Shh, shh. Nope. Ah.
Comes through and then tries to do a large uppercut with the, with its claws as it's trying to swipe up across your chest, and you just kind of, jump back half a step and kind of throw your upper body backwards just enough, and you can just feel like just the air, the big breeze as its claw fans right in front of your body.
Where'd they go, Neo?
Trying to trim my beard for me. There are a lot of ghouls, by the way. Just throwing it out there.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Whoa, they can move. Wow. That's like 60 feet.
It is 60 feet because it didn't do
Holy
anything but
shit.
move. It moved, and then took its action to move more.
Damn.
It ran.
It just took off running. They are ravenous. This is I Am Legend zombies.
Oh. Shit.
World War Z.
World War
zombies?
Z, yeah. Except for they're not zombies at all, right? But that's
Oh yeah.
Mayor's like, fuck!
Pretty much.
Jump back down.
Alright, which way does it go? Which way does it go? 1, 2, up. Oh, let's go up.
Oh no! Pretty much just roll a 1d4. Then
Oh no!
we're numbered. What? Damn, Merritt. Disengage, run down the hallway.
Alright, yeah. Not much I can do other than dodge, dive, dip, duck, and dodge.
Kill the guy next to me. Fuck. Not sure,
No.
eh?
I'm gonna yell, "Is that all you can do?" and then dodge.
Gah! Oh, you're gonna taunt them and hide behind you.
Yeah,
Oh,
ghoul number 3 was critically wounded, so we are aware that it has suffered massive injury at this point, but it is not. It's the only one that has been injured that's left on the field.
Yeah, that's not dead. With a arrow split it in wide.
Yeah, where's my dodge,
Dodge
button?
action.
There's my dodge button.
All right.
This place is.
Oh, for serious? With disadvantage? For serious.
For realsy?
It leaps out at you around the brazier, trying to, just get any kind of landing. Both claws kind of diving for you. Roll a Constitution saving throw. You are completely and absolutely unaffected by whatever you definitely know to be poison from your previous encounter. You are absolutely unaffected by that, as you can see the scrape, kind of barely cut, part of your neck as it covers most of your armor, and then kind of clips under your arm on the other side. You can kind of see the poison kind of oozing around, but none of it actually enters your body.
This is more like rabies?
For serious.
He's going for the jugular. Yeah.
So
Whiff.
This is the ghoul that's been injured, and its head was kind of snapped around, and it's just gonna try to do like a behind the back, like a swipe back, a backhanded swipe behind its back, and just doesn't have the dexterity to do so. Just doesn't have the reach to reach around that far and actually nab Baron.
Oh, I should have got that man.
Just trying to smack you with its ring hand.
Yeah. That's poke finger.
All right. Which one
On
is it
number
going
7.
after? Which one is it going after? 1, 2, LMAP?
Go after Merritt. Go after Merritt.
What do you mean go after Merritt? Karma.
Sure, you're the only one that kills something, so I mean.
Okay. You rolled a minimum roll and a near minimum roll against that dude, and then you had like a max roll against me.
Not max. It didn't crit. It was not max. But it's a 17
Well,
and a
I'm
19.
assuming that the other roll, I'm gonna guess that it
It's
rolled a
17
19.
and 19. 17
Oh,
and a
okay.
19. Yeah.
Jeez.
It's Merritt's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at this injured ghoul to try and clear a path for myself.
Goal number 3.
Yes.
Okay. There was something I've had a question about the rules for firing a ranged weapon in melee.
Oh, okay.
I thought there was disadvantage, wasn't it?
I believe it's disadvantage even if it's not the thing that you're firing at.
Oh.
If you're being threatened in melee, you have disadvantage on a ranged attack.
Because you're distracted or something. Same thing with spellcasting.
Yeah, if it's a ranged attack spell like Lotarius's blast or the like. So yeah, that would be you definitely feel this snapping jawed ghoul right at your back, and it's very hard to have a very precise aim with that.
Okay, well then I don't want to do that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Well, technically, she doesn't get disadvantage, she gets sneak attack. Not advantage.
What's that?
If
In melee, she gets sneak attack, not advantage.
In melee,
Right.
if she's in melee and she's attacking with melee, then it's just like anybody else attacking in melee. But if she,
No, I'm talking if she shoots the guy next to me, she doesn't get advantage on the attack chance. She just gets disadvantage, right?
no, I only
Like-
get advantage if I'm hidden.
if she's
Okay,
hidden,
yeah, okay.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, if
You're-
she's hidden, she gets the advantage. That's how that works.
If I disengage, is that only from the one that I'm initially close to, or can I just move across
No, that
the
counts for your
battlefield?
entire turn. Yeah, all movement
Oh.
made on this turn it can be made without attacks of opportunity, without incurring
Okay.
attacks of opportunity. Yep.
Okay, let me think for a second.
I mean, if you're really worried about it, you can just disengage straight south and come along the wall behind me, too, so.
Are those tables in the middle? Those are still intact?
Yeah, they're stone. Yeah, they're not broken or anything like that, and they haven't rotted away. They're like the other stone implements that we've encountered.
Okay. I think I have enough movement that I can disengage and then slide down because I got those boots. And then slide down the ledge and then just get to the table and maybe hide under it.
You can hide under it, or you can jump on top of it. Both, you have plenty of movement to do that. You have a
Or beside it.
30-foot movement speed, so you could
Yes.
definitely slide down. I'd probably allow you to use acrobatics for that instead of athletics.
Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and roll the acrobatics roll. Yeah, with a flourish even. You kind of... You don't even have to put your backside against the rocks. You actually can slide almost surfing style down the edge of this very steep cliff ledge here. Hit the ground, kind of tumble forward, and leap on top of the table.
I
Yes.
kind of want to go under it so I can hide.
Okay. Yeah, well that's fine. Yeah, under the table. Yeah, sliding underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Now remember, you disengaged as your bonus action, right? So
Yes. So I can't attack or anything.
yeah. So this
This would
just
be my
your
full
action.
turn.
Okay, that's totally fine.
That's all the things I can do.
Bjorn's turn. Bjorn. Alright. Definitely going for number 3. Waka waka.
All right, yeah. So this time the third, so you X for Baron, and then the third swipe now, as it's
Right
kind
now.
of head's turn, you just kind of lop its head off with a backhanded swing across the top. It lies
B for
as it
beer.
falls, dying, and then that activates your feat.
Oh yeah. Mother effer. There he is. Yeah! Ah! God, I love having so much string stat.
That was a good answer.
Yeah.
Good old
Which
Letarius
one did
is
you
turn.
get?
5, the one next to me.
Like
Like,
5
literally.
plus 7. Okay. Yeah, so you
Yep.
kind of... So after chopping the head off of that one, just as part of the continuation of the motion, you come down, arcing down across, right across his chest downward, putting a deep gash into, right across his chest there.
Can I intimidate ghouls?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. Let me try a war cry. Where's intimidation?
Nah, you can't.
No.
You've already used your action, so to try to
Oh.
intimidate something would require an
Oh.
action. So yeah, that doesn't
Okay.
that does not
Okay.
happen.
Okay, I forgot it was an action. I don't do it often.
Good roll though.
I know, right? I tried. Oh man, he's freaking on point.
Nice.
Nice.
Max damage, I think.
Oh, this is this time. So he's gone for the single finger precise shot. He's tried to throw the Eldritch energy from the side with little effect. This time it's a full two-handed swirling Hadoken style Eldritch blast. Where you can see a very large green Eldritch energy that hits the ghoul right across the midsection with a great bit of force. You can see that the force just pierces and penetrates, cutting the ghoul clean right across the middle in half, as it falls in two separate pieces, directly in front of Baron. And you see Lotarius kind of, give a little flourish and a wink with his hand still raised to one side, almost as though he's posturing for like some kind of pirouette or something.
I would like to visualize like a Charlie's Angel pose.
There is no Vogue photographer here.
Just fires handgun. Literally. Look at that, Elnath. He missed.
I don't
Oh,
like that
man.
laugh. He just crit and then missed.
Yeah. Oh man.
Is this a...
Yeah, you
I'm
can,
gonna get an
you,
attack
yeah,
off
you
on
can
him.
get it in there on it. Yeah. As it comes into range. Oh.
Oh, that's
Oh.
how it's done.
Okay. Yeah, so your reaction as it comes into your reach.
Fuck your couch!
Yeah, you smack it across the side of the head extremely hard as it's trying to, kind of swim move at you, just trying to very ravenously try to just get anything, just wants so hungry, it just wants anything to eat, and the disorienting thwack just knocks it so far off balance that as it lunges at you, it just kind of misses by nearly a foot to your left side there.
Get out of my kitchen.
What?
The ghoul is going to kind of try to follow in Merritt's suit, as far as sliding down. Not quite doesn't have quite the acrobatic ability that she does. It really is really more lands, just kind of taking the brunt of the fall, but rather being just the complete 10-foot drop, it's really, only going to get like 6 feet of drop, and a little bit of tumble at the end. It's Elnath's turn.
Alright, emboldened by my big friggin' string, I'm actually gonna go a little offensive here.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna try and finish that dude off.
Oh me.
Yeah, you hit him right across the rib cage. You can see, the depression left behind by the strike landing against the ribs. You can hear like a kind of gargling, like a rib maybe punctured lung, and then you can kind of see blood building up in its kind of it's this gargling sound as it collapses, clutching its throat.
Okay, as I hit that dude, I'm gonna kind of duck down a little bit and kind of complete my little turn and flourish and hit the other dude in the side with my haft with my staff. Sort of a follow through.
Okay.
And yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Full out frontal onslaught. Swipes at you with its claws.
Jeez,
Yeah,
Bob, two
I don't
20s
give
in
a
a
shit
row.
about poison. I'm practically immune to this stuff.
Yeah, you are completely and absolutely unaffected by what you know is the surging poison that is laced on each of its claws. You see the scrape that it's leaving behind, and it is leaving. You're quite hurt from the physical damage caused by the swiping claws, but you can just see the ooze running around all around and not actually penetrating the wound.
I have a high clotting factor. Oh, seriously?
Don't worry, you're immune to the poison. Yeah.
Well, what a
This
piece
time,
of bad
with
news
so
this
much
is.
exposed wound, this one takes its claws, and rather than try to rake you like the others, it just rams it, stabbing into the already open wound. And with that, you feel the poison course through your body. You feel your muscles begin to tighten and lock. As you kind of begin to panic, you still have the ability to breathe, but just barely as your small gasp breaths and otherwise completely and utterly unable to move, not even to speak. It is Merritt's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna pop out from under the table and shoot the one that's there between me and Elnath. Ghoul 2.
Okay.
Am I hidden?
You are in fact hidden.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
You asked that question with like.
Yeah.
I think I had
yeah. 18. Yeah, you're fine. All right.
Now-
Yeah.
He still counts in melee even though Elnath is paralyzed, right?
You have advantage, so you get sneak attack.
Yeah, you have the advantage.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
you
that's
wouldn't. You wouldn't because Elnath is not threatening him in melee because he's
Right.
paralyzed. So,
But because I was
but
hidden, I
because
still
you
get
have
it.
the advantage, you get the sneak attack anyway. Yep.
Okay, good.
Was that enough dice?
Yes,
That
it
was
wasn't a
just
crit.
sneak
Was
attack.
yeah, it was just a regular sneak attack. It wasn't
Oh,
critical,
okay,
so
okay,
it was
okay.
3. It was really
Although the critical was fun.
yeah, it was. That was sweet. That was one of the highest
Um,
damage single attacks I've seen from the party, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna duck back and hide under my table.
Okay, go ahead and roll your stealth roll. Yeah, like so the arrow you let the arrow fly, crossbow bolt rather, and it just kind of hits the ghoul right in the middle of the back, and you slip, quickly slip back under the table, and the ghoul kind of turns, and you can kind of see it look around a little bit, and then it turns right back to Elnaf. Apparently oblivious to your current location.
Derp. Oh yeah, can't dodge your shit. I'm so strong the wind hurts you.
Apparently, you just hit him with wind.
Just not very much. Yeah, it hurts. It just not a lot.
Fucking 50 cal speed going on right here. It's like whoosh. Of course, some flesh,
Did you just do damage to yourself?
Yep.
Do you want to not do that anymore?
I didn't even notice that. X is for Baron. I fixed that, and you were going for Ghoul 4, was it?
Yeah.
X is for Baron. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Not hit myself anymore.
That'd be a good thing.
This is the night for me trying to murder myself. Apparently, I can't even do that. Rolled a 1. Stab my foot. Stab myself in the foot. Just your shadow right in the middle of everybody. We don't care. We got this.
Woohoo! Just barely.
Thank Jeebus.
She's gonna roll a 1.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, come on. That was also pretty poor. He kind of ranges between obliterating something in a single strike to doing nothing, to just doing nothing.
That was 3d4,
Damn.
and he rolled a freaking 5. Yeah.
Oh, his is just 1d10 plus.
That's
Oh,
1d10 plus 3, yeah.
Okay. Better than my
Alright,
weapons.
who is this one going to attack?
The paralyzed guy. The paralyzed guy.
If I'm paralyzed, should I also be prone?
No, you're incapacitated in your current you're it's like lockjaw kind of.
Oh, I'm just perfectly balanced, like a tripod.
Yeah. Elnath, roll
I can manage it
a
myself.
Constitution. Okay, let me see. Let me double check. It's at the end of your turn.
I-
You get to do. Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Woohoo!
At the end
Oh,
of your
worked this
turn,
time.
you are no longer paralyzed.
Alright, well, I'm going to use my action to breathe laborly. And, okay.
Oh, it's so lucky that you went before it. Yeah, it's so bad if you get attacked while you're paralyzed.
Yep. It's been pretty bad even with you fucking rolling your dice against me.
They have
Roll that
advantage,
Baron.
and if they hit, it's an automatic critical.
What? I thought they got advantage. I didn't know it was not that critical.
Yep.
That's scary.
Roll against Baron, roll 7s and 8s. Roll against me, Roll 20s and okay, there we go.
Yeah, stop complaining.
Dude, who's got the big red numbers in wounds?
You're the guy in the middle of the room that told them to attack you.
Yeah, I was trying to save the little one.
Which I appreciate, by the way.
Now you're
It's
paying
the little
for it.
one's turn. Now she can appreciate it with justice.
Yeah, now you get the sneak attack if you hit.
If you,
Okay, same,
I like.
same deal as last round, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Actually, I'll see if I can take out Ghoul 4.
Let me get those guys. I'm gonna try and like whammy.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I'll shoot the same one then.
Okay.
Ghoul 2.
Cool too. All right.
So I pop out. Because I was hidden.
Yeah, you were hidden, so you do have the advantage.
Freaking Jack in the Box.
Boing. Dun, 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 dun.
Then I get a sneak attack.
Choose the arrow. Good.
Pew pew.
Yeah, see, good choice.
And then.
Yeah, so this time the crossbow bolt hits right in the middle of the back again, but the last time it was off by just a little bit of its spine. This one just severs a spot in its spine, and you can kind of see, even like as you're looking at it, they're all kind of emaciated from the hunger, and you can see its spine quite well. But when it hits, you can actually see the spine move over, like one of the vertebrae like move over several inches to the side, as it,
Ew.
and it just kind of like just stops mid as it's kind of swaggering around, you know. It just kind of stops, absolutely freezes, and then just falls over like a solid stone statue.
That's how that feels.
Re-dead.
Read it.
Yes. And then I'm gonna hide back under my table, I think.
Okay. You feel reasonably obstructed by the edge of the table, because it's not, because it's made out of stone. It's not just like a leg; it's actually a slab, and so you've got actually quite a bit to hide behind underneath the table there.
Right, that's kind of what I was hoping.
Oh my god.
Well, that happened.
Yep. Sorry, the Terriers.
It's not the worst it could
I
be,
know that. No.
but it's definitely not the best it could be either. So, I mean, there's that.
Yeah. The Terriers. Yay!
Yay!
Poor Elnath still has one ghoul
Since
to deal
this
with.
one has got direct line of sight to him, all this time everyone's been focused on all those around him, and this one has direct line of sight of him, so it's very kind of leery about, it's looking around and what it can see, and so it just aims for right between the eyes, and then the green eldritch energy builds and then flies forward, and then it just kind of it strikes square in the middle of its face, right on its nose, with such force. It doesn't like puncture this time, but it actually snaps its neck back so hard you could see and actually even hear the bones break as its neck gets snapped back, kind of broken and hanging loose behind it as it falls over backwards, landing against the ledge and then sliding down to like a sitting position.
Brutal.
Brutal man.
Alright, Drad, tell me about this brazier right beside me. As in dimensions of said fire.
Um,
And how open is this fire?
It's by this point, it's probably actually dimmed the fire down because it was more coals that weren't. It's not like they were soaked in lighter fluid or anything like that. So after all this time, they provide really not a very large flame. So the brazier itself, 3.5 feet in diameter, and the flames at this point only a couple inches off of the coals.
Coals are still pretty hot though.
Oh yeah, they're turning white with the heat. They turn kind of red and then they turn kind of white.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick up this ghoul with my quarterstaff and fling him onto the fire. Let's give it some fuel.
Kind of like.
I'm gonna try and, yeah, put the quarterstaff in between the legs and kind of do a lifting thing and slam it down to the fire. And how you decided to do this, I'm prepared to use my inspiration to do this.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Roll an attack.
Attack?
We roll a regular
Attack or
attack.
grapple?
And you don't need to use the inspiration. We'll allow the inspiration to move for the feat of strength, if you will, to go in there after. So if you make solid contact, that'll initiate the process. You will use your inspiration to do this, even though it won't.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah. So you go right for the fun bags, right underneath there, and you try to, kind of posture right between its legs, and you try to pick it up a little bit. Roll an athletics check with advantage, consuming your inspiration. The ghoul tries to resist, but it's squirming more puts it in a position for you to be able to lift it, and giving you the actual advantage on the pull. So you kind of use one hand on the backside, one hand on the front, and you just pick the ghoul up and slam it down into the brazier, and it will take your standard damage. Go ahead and roll away with that. Plus an additional 1d6 fire damage. And it is now set on fire.
And pissed.
That was your first. I'm gonna call that the two-parter, being your attack. The attack plus the athletics for your bonus action for your other side.
Okay.
Oh, now it's on fire and pissed. Great.
Alright, you can see it screech as the fire erupts over its body with what little bits of cloth that are mostly dry rotted that are just catch fire immediately, and it definitely takes some fire damage. Unfortunately, I rolled poorly for the fire damage. We're gonna make it roll a Constitution save to see how it reacts. Or no, let's do intelligence check. Let's do that. Oh man, yeah, it has no idea what to do with fire, and so it's just gonna run around fanning itself. And then trips over and lands in the brazier again, taking
Oh man.
a d6 fire damage. It's Merritt's turn.
Okay.
Just have
See,
fun
as it
over
was
there.
running around like a crazy lunatic, set on fire, it rolled a 1 overall for it. Wasn't a natural one, but he rolled a 1 overall first intelligence check on what to do when he cut himself on fire. So he ran around like a lunatic, fanning himself, and as you could see, all of the air, just running around, all the air is causing all of the ignition to take excessive strides, and just start to lick up and down the body with just fire, just catching only the not just the clothes and bits as well, but also the flesh is starting to catch on fire with him fanning and stuff, and then he's all running around like a crazy person, and then trips over the brazier and lands back in it. Then that makes it Merritt's turn.
Oh boy.
Shoot him in the butt.
After kind of watching this a little bit dumbfounded, I'm gonna try and put it out of its misery.
Okay. Yeah, it is clearly unaware of you and entirely aware that it's on fire. And how do you want to do this?
I pin it right to the brazier.
Oh, okay, sick. Okay. Yeah, so it kind of fell over from your side. Only like its upper bit, you know, from right about the upper part of the chest, right around the shoulders. That's in its head's kind of laying in it. And so you pin it. The bolt comes right across, right through the shoulder, pinning it, like literally penetrating into the pitted iron at this point. Sticking firmly there, and then it's just so whatever damage, you know, caused by both the bolt itself, but then it's just catching on fire, and then the fire builds and builds, and whoosh, and it just becomes charred ash after just a couple of seconds. And I believe that is where we will end for today.
Alright. Good place.
That was good.
Yeah, he didn't take any damage. Good job, Merritt.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. Baron managed to hit himself a couple times.
Still took less damage. Yeah, I didn't get hit once that fight besides when I hurt myself.
I have always said that you are your own worst enemy. X for Baron. That'll be forever it. So for the few of us, well, we actually had a few people watching us today.
Yes.
Couple commenting in the chat there was pretty cool, so I appreciate them for stopping by to watch our shenanigans. We are done for the day, and I believe Friday's the next time that I have to pick it up again, about this same time.
As in 2 days from now, Friday?
Yeah, it's up to you guys. You're the ones that have the availability potential. No, wait, is it for Friday? Yeah. I have no idea about. I don't know about our warlock who's been mostly MIA.
Yeah, Fridays are okay for us.
Okay, I've got Friday afternoon free, so we'll same time on Friday then.
Okie dokie.
6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The majority of us are in Eastern time here. Alright?
Yeah, but majority
but
doesn't
DM.
matter against DM.
I'm the boss, and I'm in Central, so that's the way that works.
Sergeant in charge.